All right, Healthy Debate has been canceled. I wanted to lean on some guys who've had some stuff canceled as well. KFC, Francis, maybe you guys can help me with the rebranding structure here of what to do.
We could start with, backhanded invites to shows to do with Rico, right? Pretty good at that.
Oh, yes, yes.
How so? What happened?
Inviting a couple guys who have a bunch of canceled shows on to talk about canceled shows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a format for you, Rico.
Yeah.
That would work.
A couple canceled marriages over on this side of the table.
Yep.
You know how it is.
Maybe that would be good.
I don't know if you know how it is. I actually don't know.
I don't yet.
Okay,
I don't
good,
yet,
good.
thank
I didn't
God.
say that. I know.
Yeah. I don't know
It's
if
a
you're
little
getting
bit
at
of
that.
Yeah,
dynamite.
All the things we've canceled, our shows,
Right.
our lives,
Right.
our marriages. Great.
Spot
Great.
on.
Thanks, Rico.
Yeah.
Really enjoying this so far. It's great.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what I have a knack for making people happy. So I mean, the stuff out of office has seemed to work. I don't know if you watched that. You did the thing when I picked out an outfit.
That was
We
fun.
did the thing with Roan at Federoff's. You don't want to lean too much into like food content, but should we be doing more out in the wild?
We need healthy debate. There's Rico Bosco, and then there's Rico, right? We need Rico Bosco back. I need healthy debate DJs versus Parker House. I need healthy debate Belmar versus Seeger. I need the Guido Rico Bosco back. That's what puts asses in the seats for Rico Bosco. Also the violence. The violence works too. I think the
Yes.
murderous rage was really
Screaming.
Early on, we were getting calls where people were talking
He
about
attempted
that.
murder.
Why haven't you started ripping your fucking microphone off already?
I don't know.
What am I doing
like you
wrong?
guys. That's the thing. I think that's what happened with the callers was a lot of it early on was calling in stuff you don't like. Then it was stuff you agreed on. So it's like, how can you?
Yeah,
really,
nobody likes it. Nobody likes it.
Yeah, that was what it was. It was
Yeah.
agreeing a lot.
What if in Walking Bets you get angry at the women just to the point
that
of
plays
beating them?
in this atmosphere big time?
They could try to say something when you offer a bet or a pick. They could say why they think it's wrong, and then mention something a trigger issue for you, and then you could let that turn into.
You could be like, "Shut up, you dumb bitch."
push them into traffic.
Get fully canceled myself.
Sure,
it's not a way to go. It's not a bad way to
You
go.
know, you're building a deeper fan base there.
Right.
If half the audience walks out, the half that remain are staunch
Are loyal.
loyalists.
You know that those guys are really diehard.
I know, the people
because
that's-
you know, you weeded out the pussies. It's like, when he was talking about dead women, some people jumped ship, and he was like, "These guys here, I know that they like dead women content."
That's it.
So he had his niche.
Mm-hmm.
The diehards.
You got to find that.
Yeah.
You might have to actually kill a woman.
I don't think I'm game for that, but
Oh,
we'll see.
Well, maybe
Hopefully
just write
yeah,
about one.
exactly.
I don't know.
I'll do
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Speaking of which, so what do you guys, I don't know if you consumed Healthy Debate. What do you think went wrong? What do you think maybe is the way to kind of shift things? Or what do you do when, you take that blow of, hey, your show's canceled? How do you make that a positive, if so?
You gotta play the long game, Rico. You gotta play the long game. Like I did stuff that I canceled or pivoted, or the algorithm changed. Friday Night Pints started and got canceled. We did a show called Binge where we covered television and movies and entertainment. We did 10 episodes for sales. They said they were going to sell it. They never sold it. Boom, canceled. We did Quickies on KFC Radio where we had an episode every single week. Canceled. Daily Mail, a short form podcast every single day of the week. Boom, canceled. Pretty much the only thing I have kept going is KFC Radio, and everything else I've ever done, canceled. I started 1 Minute Man in 2017, maybe. It was like longer. It was on a Facebook platform. Facebook doing crazy views. All of a sudden they changed their algorithm. It's doing 0 views. Deaded the whole thing. I was like, well, there's, put that one in the graveyard. That's a failure. And then like 3, 4, whatever years later, for whatever reason, it just kind of resurfaces as Instagram wanted more like new, original user-generated content. And we started it on there, and all of a sudden it takes off. So that was the first time I was like, oh, that corny phrase of like, there's no such thing as failure. But you can start to, as long as you've been around long enough, a lot of these things start to resurface and kind of come back in different ways. So I wouldn't say I wouldn't put Healthy Debate in the grave just yet.
Okay.
I've had some shows canceled. The Barstool Variety Hour wasn't really canceled. I was fired when we had a whole bunch of episodes in the can that never saw the light of day. I used to do makeup tutorials. Stopped doing those. Alternate side parking. I finally put my car in a garage. which meant that was over. Sunday, Game of Thrones Day. That was a big thing for me, but the series ended, and then nobody cared enough about House of Dragons to really carry the song forward. Barstool Breakfast was canceled, or our deal with Sirius ended. I was doing the United States of Kids. It was too hard to travel. People thought it was creepy.
Definitely creepy.
I'm trying to think. I've done so many different things, but it doesn't deter you. You just keep throwing shit at the wall. It's like startups. They say, like, as a venture capital firm, if 1 out of every 10 companies that you invest in succeeds, you're successful.
You're a billionaire. Yeah.
So you're going for, like 10% on your shows, on your bits, and have no fear about ones that don't work. Don't let that deter you, and you should be fine. I think in the same way that you were asked to walk away from the table of healthy debate, when you have something successful, knowing when to walk away and leave people wanting more is a good thing. So if your next thing becomes a huge success, the best thing you could do is cancel it yourself. Stop when the iron is hot. And have people being like, wow, we really thought that was actually good. What's Rico going to do next? And being unpredictable is power.
Make sure it's right when the money starts coming in. Right when you start to be profitable for the company, pull the plug on.
Pull the plug on.
Yeah.
Okay.
That, hey, Dave, listen, I got the people going.
Right.
You wanted people clamoring for me, here you go.
Yeah,
No
I think
money
that's.
or no-
I think
no
right
money,
now
no views,
we're
but
not,
hey.
we're not getting the money. We're definitely getting the views. The Walking Bets is working right now.
Yeah, Walking Bets. There you go.
Why are we not putting all our eggs in the Walking Bets basket?
We are. We're running out of product. Is the problem.
Well, you were
We're gonna
about to have football season.
Yeah, exactly. We're going every Saturday now.
Yeah,
so it's working.
Is it always beautiful women that
No,
are
it has to be
behind
Yeah,
you?
It has to be.
Yeah, you could go hot guys too.
Bro, it doesn't have to be always hot. Yeah, this can morph into all sorts of things. Big, beautiful women. You could do foot stuff with Jerry. You can do
reverse angle butts.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's good.
You know what? I'm not really a tit guy. I have not really been enjoying Walking Bets. You start walking backwards, you got yourself a new viewer.
Okay.
I'm a tit guy.
So he's been watching.
Right. You're one of the million viewers.
Well, I'd like less of you and more of them.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we should just cut you completely out of Walking Bets and just get, I don't know, like a hot blonde who gambles. Have we done that at all?
Yeah, I think we've tried that.
We tried that?
I think I tried that.
I mean, in all seriousness, it is. There's very few people who just start a show and hop on a rocket ship and go to the fucking moon. Unfortunately, when you're at Barstool, you're working with like 2, 3, or 4 of like those people on the internet.
Yeah.
When there's probably only like 10 total. But many of them happen to be under this roof. So you compare yourself a lot, and you have to realize that there's wildly, wildly successful people out there who have had tons of canceled shows and acts. It looks like Bert Kreischer. Bert Kreischer didn't hit it big until he was like 50. You look like you're almost 50 now from all the fucking cancellations you're going through. You got plenty of life left, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
As
13
easy
years.
as it is to see a show or have a show be cut, it's just as easy to start a new one. It seems it's not hard to get a new idea off the ground. Whether that will be successful or not, who the fuck knows?
You have no fucking clue until it just clicks. The dumbest shit clicks. The show that me and Feidelberg did for television, we had like high definition cuts and clips, and we had entertainment news and interviews and all that shit. Everything that you could dream of for a sales team to sell. And they're like, nah, I don't know. We don't like it. We went back to just shooting the shit.
I think the tough part is Dave famously said, I said, what do you think I'm good at? He said, nothing.
Nothing. So here's the real thing. Have we considered just being Dave's punching bag forever and leaning into it as a role, the role of a lifetime, and just let Dan and Dave do what they do and just cash the checks?
Yeah, I think you want to contribute to that as well, though.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but listen.
Yes, but I think
you are an irreplaceable punching bag.
Thank you.
You can't buy that punching bag at Modell's, maybe.
Nope.
This is a one of a kind punching bag that people want to see punched.
The crazy thing is sometimes I feel like I punch myself. I have a way
All
to
the
put
time.
myself
That's
in.
actually
Yes.
a big part of the appeal, Rico.
Yes.
Is that you punch
Somehow,
yourself.
Nobody has self-deprecation like me.
You punch yourself more than anybody has ever been punched.
Right.
That's part of why you're the best punching bag in the world. Even when things like start going good, you know, you'll like Photoshop a mop out of a picture, and it's like, why would he do that?
Yeah, but
why would he do that?
those are the great moments.
That's the je ne sais quoi.
You can't coach that. Yeah,
you cannot coach that.
Some people, when they're angry, are funny, and some people, when they're angry, they're not funny.
Yeah.
When I try to act angry, it's not funny. Or if I am angry, it's not funny. Nobody likes it. It makes me unlikable. You're Chris
funny.
Farley, famously, unbelievably funny when he's angry. When you're angry, it's the funniest thing
the best
I've ever heard in my life. You just reach that pitch, that frothiness.
You go to a place people can't go.
They can't go.
Yeah, and I don't know if there's a way for you to summon that more, to control it more, not to use it all the time, but anger could be a good friend.
You're
of
the
yours.
Incredible Hulk of Barcelona.
And
nobody wants.
I say it's
Dr.
like
David Banner.
I say it's like 11.
Okay.
I can put the hand out, but my nose bleeds.
Okay.
There's side effects to that. When you,
Absolutely.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But,
Like when you go crazy,
11, she got 6 seasons, didn't she?
yeah, she got 6
She got a lot of seasons.
And
She got a
she
lot of
could
seasons.
control it, I think. And if you can learn to control it,
But like also not so much.
Right, it's
Attempted
controlled now,
murder,
though. That's the thing.
like,
I'm
go-
controlling it. They told me control it now. I'm
Just
controlling it
go
now.
Right
before
up
the
to
murder.
attempted murder.
All right.
yeah.
And then everything in between there, like when you're screaming at like a ref during a barstool competition, great. When you're fucking spitting and doing that face,
But you
great.
want it to be organic, right? You can't just fake right now.
I'm pretty sure it will be organic.
Okay, all right.
Suffice to say, I think you will get angry over the next few years.
And then I also think, I don't know if there's any way for you to do this, but when you make really inappropriate jokes to us off camera about like a cleaning lady or someone, I love that.
That's great.
I love that. I don't know if there's any version of that, but that was.
You know what?
that
You know
stuff.
what it was? Rico Bosco, the caller, crazy person. Cannot be put in a box. Never know what's going to happen. Never know what he's going to say. And then you kind of get the Mike Tyson treatment, right? Where like when you do crazy shit, you're like, that's just crazy Rico Bosco.
Right.
And then you start to just become like regular Rico, and you say some crazy shit, and people get upset about that. And it's like, I'm Rico fucking Bosco,
Right,
okay?
yeah. What did you
Okay,
expect?
right. That's the Rico Bosco that people need and want.
Yeah.
All right. So more crazy.
More crazy. Right up to the attempted murder line.
All that work you did on yourself, throw it out.
Throw it out.
I want to see Rico at the grocery store. I want to see Rico Bosco shopping etiquette, all the different rules you have to follow. And I want Rico Bosco unspoken rules. That's what I want.
What about a man on the street thing where you confront people about issues that piss you off and you argue with them? So take sort of a Billy Eichner level of acerbic confrontation, but I don't know, if you're behind somebody who's walking slowly on the sidewalk and you confront them, somehow you get them to sign up.
Walking slow
out of the
bothers
plane.
me.
If someone's getting
Yeah.
on the plane too soon. I would love to see that on camera.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get them to sign permission forms,
Yes.
We could blur their face out.
but that's true.
Just boom, pop a camera out. I caught this guy trying to get out of the plane too soon. Unleash the rage.
All right.
I want to see that.
Okay.
I've heard of that like 3 times. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it. I want
All
to see
right.
it.
What is this sweetness that you have?
They neutered me. I mean,
But I don't like it.
Yeah,
I know,
you
I
know
know
what?
that's not you.
It's like, it's Ramsey Bolton, man.
Wringing
It's like,
your hands,
Yeah.
deferential. Is that a technique?
I think it's just
You know
a
what?
tick.
We need the music. You need the music back in your life.
Right.
You need to go back to DJs. Play that music. You scream into the phone. Call
That
Francesa
doesn't
a little
work.
bit.
Yep.
That's what worked.
All right. Get back to the rage. All right. Appreciate the time. I think we got some good ideas.
Rico's rage.
Thank you, Rico. Good
All right.
luck.
Thank you. All right, let's take a break from Healthy Debate to talk to you about the DK Crown of the Week. Stephen Che has been helping me with fantasy football drafts for the past couple of weeks. Everything he touches is gold. He's been helping me out. He's a great guy to go to for fantasy sports. You know who else gets the DraftKings Crown of the Week? DraftKings. Fantasy for everything you care about. DraftKings has the most ways to enjoy daily fantasy sports, from classic, showdown, flash draft, tiers, best ball, pick six, rainmakers. We have a fantasy offering for every moment sports fans enjoy. Players can draft across games classic, single game showdown, during games flash draft, for the season best ball, or for the collector rainmakers, and simply pick six. DraftKings has fantasy for all the ways you enjoy sports.